from these two teams' perspectives, Liquid is top of the group. Just need one to ensure that they stay top of the group. Probably likely that they stay top of the group regardless, but Beastcoast on the other hand are in a three-way tie for second, third, fourth. Well, I guess you can't be tied for 3 positions. They're tied for second with 3 teams. So they need to get at least a win. Give them a little bit of space here to stay in the upper bracket. And wait, did they get all 4? No, there's still 1 to come. And actually, First Blood's gonna come out. So Parker gets Zai. Boxi kills Parker. All right, Stinger's gonna end up snagging the 4th bounty at least in power levels. DarkMago dropped off a bit since you talked about that it should be going that direction for Death Prophet, as Nisha's gonna get some help from Boxi. Gets off the Hex, and there's the Impale to follow. Easy pickoff, and now Nisha with the level 6 will likely use... Well, we'll see if he wants to couple Exo with this Siege Creep to get some damage on this tower early.
And the rune is spawning, so even if Nisha doesn't pressure the tower, he should be pretty guaranteed to get this 6-minute rune, which is a double damage on bot.
Yep. Oh, the Echo Stomp is coming! Uh-oh, DarkMago. Okay, he still gets it. He doesn't have Searing Chains at all. Impale now to DarkMago. The Exo is popped as well. DarkMago is still only level 5. He just TP'd back and dies again. That is just awful for him. Impale's gonna catch the ET as well, and that should spell the doom for another member of Beastcoast as Nisha gets the bounty rune on his dead corpse. We're getting absolutely everything in this exchange.
He's just so consistent, and they really like last picking him a hero that's like perfect for the game. Or absolute.
So again, DarkMago. I don't know if he can defend this as the Exos continue to do a lot of damage to the tower. They're going to find the Skyra. Very easy pickoff as Scofield will melt under the pressure. Wukong's command comes out as the rotation from Parker has arrived. iNSaNiA might be the only one they can snag, though. Blood Grenade onto Nisha. Just misses. As the onslaught is coming for Nisha. They do find him in the end. Impale to follow. And the finger to be able to get the kill on Sacred. So not the way that Beastcoast was planning that, as Nisha... still very healthy. Applying all the pressure now to Stinger and to DarkMago. Has to get out with his remnants again. Another Crypt Swarm will finish off Stinger, or just the right click even, as Nisha won't be able to find the distance this time. They do lose the line in the end to a neutral creep. Oh my goodness. But I think now they're going to try to finish off this tier 1. As miCKe, he's pretty low on mana in the bot lane. Stinger. Yep, Sacred coming in. Echo Stomp is there. Sacred kind of stuck on a weird side of the cliff here. But he's going to get the trample with the Uproar, and that ends up being a very easy kill on a very important target for Beastcoast. This last creep in the wave.
He started denying it, then he stopped. As he remnants towards bot, just kind of chilling.
Echo Stomp in the top lane. Zai. Parker's here as well, and Ember Spirit on the way. ET ult does not hit. Wukong's command is able to sidestep pretty nicely. Still has the Ravage, of course. But the sound's coming from Nisha with the Boots of Travel being shown. Gets off the Ravage with the Meteor Hammer to follow Jim. Parker trying to heal himself up. He's doing a decent job on iNSaNiA, but does end up falling in the end, along with the Ember Spirit. God damn that name, I swear to God. Atos from Nisha.
Transition his decent game into maybe playing around him and getting a lead. But that is not going to be happening. Nice patience from Zai, holding the Ravage and dodging the Monkey King like that.
Yeah, iNSaNiA will be the sacrifice in the end, but still, 7k lead for Liquid.
Didn't want to play with him, didn't want to play against him. Both was torture. Because he's good. And he's a psycho.
Yeah. Very
he has fuck you written on his...
Boxi gets the Hex off Atos to follow. Not even needing the Meteor Hammer. Boxi's finger rips right through him. That's the 3rd stack. So 120 bonus damage already. Aegis will be taken at some point. Anyway, Parker changed his mind from Aghanim Scepter to Battle Fury. So this is... Do you think... I mean, is this like the Midas kind of deal?
Oh, man. Does not connect on the rune. Needs to click faster. He has to use that auto click feature. Would have gotten it. DarkMago. Yeah, I think it is a Midas type of Battle Fury.
Hexed mid onslaught. Toast as well. He's pretty healthy though. He's kind of tanky. Trying to TP out, but the Ravage comes through, and Zai will make sure that Sacred does not get away. That took them so long. Gracious. Just don't have damage without miCKe around. And he did not go Butterfly second item. He went Diffusal, actually. Wow.
Diffusal?
Wow. Is he thinking he's fighting against a Medusa? DarkMago initiated on, now silenced. Atos. They don't have Impale, though. So he might be able to just remnant out, and indeed he does just that.
And they took out iNSaNiA because this play was happening mid for Liquid. So they were split up, and Beastcoast took advantage of it. Beastcoast actually played this last few minutes very well. I mean, as long as DarkMago does not go down here.
Well, they have Impale, though, and he will go down. Fourth
Never mind.
finger of the game. Stuck around a little bit too long. Cocky boy. Okay.
Shouldn't have done that.
Tell me about this Diffusal. I am struggling here. He's going to inhibit Scofield. He has his own slow. It's utility.
Okay.
As you said.
Ember in a relatively similar boat. He's going to get in there, you know, and Medusa can just sit there, drain his mana, and maybe he can't Remnant away. So it's not a bad Diffusal game. He's also just leading, so he can build whatever the hell he wants.
Uh-oh. Jim Park is in trouble. Hexed, impaled, silenced. Trying to fight his way through this. ET ult is coming, though, to try to help him out. Jim Park is dead. His ult did go off, by the way, in case you were wondering. It is on cooldown now. DarkMago attempting to get out of dodge. They are really getting owned by the silence. They need some dispels for sure.
I saw a guy Sunstrike it and steal it.
Oh, that type. Not seeing that with Roche very often anymore, though, which makes me sad. All right, Butterfly now intact. 24 seconds. Scofield just dies right on the doorstep of his own base. Nisha gonna have to ignore Sacred.
Yeah, they're too close, and he's also got 2 rapiers queued up on Jim Park, so they're looking for desperate measures here. Of course, this is Parker.
Cleave.
So you never know if he's serious. That's one issue there.
Yep, so the barracks will be taken successfully. Boxi trying to get off a kill with his finger, not going to find it in the end as Sacred wants to try to defend now, despite his barracks already being dead. He pops a BKB, does find Boxi as miCKe will be getting the Stone Gaze off to hold Sacred in his place. And Liquid will likely back away, being happy with the spoils of victory. Well, Parker's BKB is done, and DarkMago still a full recipe to go.
Working on the rapier. He is going to go alone on iNSaNiA.
Yeah. His BKB just delivers. He's decayed. He's just getting inhibited now. Must be careful, young man. Big chase by miCKe. Mystic Snake, he's just going to die. So he just casually dies there. This is a freaking shellacking. My goodness. Stinger gonna get 8, so they're gonna call it GG. I don't know why that was so funny. Just he didn't spell it properly, but
such a casual GG. I'm telling you, dude, this guy is one of the funniest dudes in Dota. He is so psychotic. Bot lane. Maybe they watched that game and they're like, all right, let's put the Timber. Like, Timber's always going to be fine against a Broodmother. It's a melee hero versus Timber who's going to have reactive stacks. You're never going to harass the Timber out. Or you shouldn't.
Well, Boxi making a really early rotation. You don't see this very often. Refraction is there along with the Blood Grenade. Jim Park goes invisible as apparently Stinger gets first blood on Zai because of this rotation from Boxi. They do get the mid laner, but it costs them poor little Zai on that Brood. Has 2 Uproar stacks right now as well as Boxi's making his way over. And Parker has already used Meld, so now they can just go on him if they really want. Stinger coming to try to counteract this, but Concussive Shot is there. As Nisha, he is taking a ton of damage, will try to relocate himself away. Jimmy Boy will be able to take out Boxi with the help of Stinger as Nisha gets off the onslaught with the trample. The avalanche coming from Scofield will turn into the kill on Parker's side, so that gives him some much needed XP and gold, and he's gonna get
Oh man, and a haste rune. Like giving a good TA player solo XP is pretty nice. Like this hero is all about hitting that Deso +1 item timing really, really hard.
DarkMago, he's gonna find his way to the grave as Nisha shows up. Timber at this stage can't withstand. I mean, obviously Primal Beast has the level advantage because he was the mid, but was by design for Beastcoast. As top lane, Cogs onto Sacred, takes a couple raises as well. Another long range is still up for miCKe, but not going to need it. Casual attack is more than enough. So miCKe absolutely owning right now.
Yeah.
So very good start for them again.
Very well. Zai, he is going to man fight this one to the grave.
Yep. He is just going to continue to get right by Stinger, trying to dodge these spells from DarkMago. Does a pretty good job. Have to think that he will eventually drop, and indeed he does.
Even though DarkMago does not have a Vanguard and only 1 point in reactive still, just the fact that he can kill all the spiders so easily, may as well just go cut and farm with your Zai.
Yep, Stinger, he's going to get caught out as the onslaught comes in. Doesn't have the trample quite yet, but Pulverize is going to be more than enough. Parker is not scared at all, but maybe he should be because he's going to get killed as well. Double kill for Nisha, and Parker just a little bit too confident again.
And
Zai,
keep that in mind.
All his spiders evaporated to DarkMago. As the blood grenade is going to hit Zai as well. Doesn't have any webs
is
that
dead,
close.
actually.
He might just be going down to the DarkMago's ult. But Chakram is enough. And iNSaNiA going to continue to chase with that battery. Still gets 2 inside the cogs. Boxi's here to support. Stinger is likely going to die. Let's see if iNSaNiA follows suit as well. As DarkMago does finish him up. But now here comes Nisha. There's the Ancient Seal with the Pulverize. So lots of trades, back and forth action. Definitely different than game number 1. Looks like this tier 1 tower is what Beastcoast wants. And miCKe being pretty careful about it. He has a Dragon Lance as well. As we're going to have a connection towards the triangle here. As Boxi getting off his Mystic Flare, which is still invisible to me. But here comes Mars with the first arena of the game. The focus, oh my god. Boxi gets insta-deleted. As the onslaught is enough for Nisha to get out. Yeah, he's going to be slowed now. Might be taken out as a result. Another trap underneath, and down goes Nisha. 2 big kills for Beastcoast. As they might find another. Zai, onto the high ground he goes. He'll be able to walk this one off.
Basically been known to be just insanely mechanically skilled when it comes to team fighting. So playing a hero like Tiny, who has that repositioning element, is the way that they outskill people in fights.
See the TA getting gone on it. I believe that was that Mystic Flare. And Nisha finishes him off with the DD trample. In terms of breaking, I mean, I guess technically reactive armor and then Mars's bulwark. Oh, that's true. Into the jungle, Nisha and company go. Mystic Flare with the trample is enough to delete Scofield off the face of the earth. They're going to get a trade onto a support, but now DarkMago actually misses his Timber Chain. Will he be able to get out? Does get the second Timber Chain to actually connect, but not enough distance as he is pursued by Nisha and brought down.
Hey everybody, this is Trent here with my buddy Lyrical Dota.
Oh, Nisha gets the jump. Mystic Flare with the Pulverize and the extra damage coming out thanks to that, the Ancient Seal. And looks like miCKe will go for the Shadow Blade build, which is probably the only build these days. All right, who has the Yules? Anybody? Right. There's no way to dispel his Ags yet. Oh, hookshot's gonna miss, but Nisha will not miss his Pulverize until the Avalanche cancels it. Uses the BKB afterwards, along with a newly picked up Aghanim Scepter, which breaks the crap out of the Timber Saw. But he already has that 30 stacks because of the Aghanim Scepter. Either way, Liquid successfully take out the highest net worth hero in the game.
Blink Dagger on Sky. I like it. First item. It's the first time I've seen that. Maybe this is what Skies are doing these days. I think it's really good because you can stand really far back and then always be in position to follow up on either the Clock Hook or the Primal ult. So I do really like
toss back. They got miCKe. That's just the Aegis, though. Liquid coming in with all the babies from Zai. ready to try to pounce here. There's the Pulverize with the Mystic Flare, I do believe, as miCKe gets off his ult as well, with the BKB as well. So they only get off the Tiny, who's going to buy back into the game now. DarkMago rocking his reactive armor as Scofield's going to take massive damage from Nisha, but a big arena onto several heroes. Nisha is getting dropped super fast to Jim Park. Zai's going to be next. That's 4 dead for Liquid. Great counter initiation. It did cost them the Scofield first death into a second death after the buyback. Nisha and Boxi still sticking around though, interestingly enough.
Camping award. Stinger would be a very easy kill, although the rest of Beastcoast are there.
Yeah, they have 4 members here. Boxi. I think he's going to get spotted here. So a cheeky attempt from Liquid, but it's punished.
Because he has the Aghanim Shard now. So he went from 8 to 16 int. Very annoying for a Skywrath mage who has abilities that scale off of his int.
miCKe, he's going to be found out. Avalanche into the spear, not able to latch him onto anything though. iNSaNiA trying to counter initiate, but the Global Silence comes out along with the arena. miCKe again able to dispel that thanks to the Satanic, but he does not have Requiem of Souls as DarkMago. Oh, nice Hurricane Pike to the other side. As DarkMago's reactive armor will not hit anybody, but they have the Avalanche, they have the Toss, they have the Chakram as well, as miCKe forced to try to fight his way out of this, but it's not going to happen. It does cost 2 members of Beastcoast though, as Nisha has to pop his BKB now, as I assume the TA is the sites that they have set. Pulverized right on the TA, but the Refraction's going to cancel most of the damage. But a Cogs onto 2, the Mystic Flare to follow. Lots of damage coming out onto the Beastcoast side. They lose 4. So great job from Liquid to gain back this fight. They don't get the TA, but everybody else, they do.
The Liquid one is up, but they don't really want to give up their entire map to go take it. And none of their heroes can solo it like Parker on TA, who's been soloing his off cooldown.
Zai's going to show up top. He's spotted. Avalanche catches him. Spear as well. Finally gets off the BKB after the stuns, but I think they have enough damage. The last right click is enough from Mr. Parker. And iNSaNiA looks to be next on their list. Boxi pops the Ghost Scepter. Will be able to TP out. iNSaNiA, no way you're getting out of this, my friend. 2 dead for Liquid. And we can see Roche, it's a bit of a later spawn. Another minute 50.
Camping this ward again.
He does have backup from a couple other members. Actually, you can see they're pincering Stinger a bit. DarkMago now going to show on the lane. Boxi. He's going to blink out as Nisha forced to BKB and try to run away, but that is way too much physical damage. Parker just rips him a new one. Which they will be taking out the tier 2 tower top, or bottom, I should say. And they should be able to steal this Tormentor as well if they really want. As we can see, Stinger is just chilling in the Roche pit. Meanwhile, Zai trying to create some space. It's going to produce a lot of TPs here from Beastcoast side. Scofield's going to take the brunt of the damage from Zai, but Zai is completely surrounded here. There is the arena and the last Meld Strike from Jim Park. Tasty delight.
Yeah, I imagine Swift Blink will be the next pickup for him.
I didn't realize Gossamer Cape has a 4-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's very stupid.
That's insane. Why is it 4 seconds?
But Jim Park has Enchanted Quiver, which also has a 4-second cooldown, so he can always hit through the Gossamer Cape.
Oh, we're going to have initiation here. Nice spear onto a couple heroes with the Mars Arena to follow. Looks like Scofield's going to be the first to fall, though, but miCKe getting really low. Pops the Satanic, trying to get off the Requiem, but he gets right-clicked into Oblivion instead. And a nice spear catching Nisha. He's able to get to the high ground, trying to TP out himself, but the Rebuke is there. And he will get a kill from the grave with the Uproar explosions. So
Meld Bash,
ends up being a 2 for 2. Aegis Cheese still there for Beastcoast, though. Zai, he's had that halberd that you mentioned earlier for a while, along with the harpoon. And he has AC at base, actually. And already 1,000 deep into the Nullifier to come, which is another counter to DarkMago, who gets dispelled immediately. He pops the reactive armor and gets destroyed. Requiem being faked out. They have the Force Staffs to keep him safe, and here's the arena initiation, but the instant Fear onto Sacred is going to disrupt this a bit as the mass BKBs are lifted here. Disarm right now into TA. She'll have to walk away despite having that BKB activated, so Liquid They lose one member. Lots of damage being applied to this Primal Beast right now. You can see Sacred gonna get Hurricane Piked onto the other side as they will catch Nisha. Tries to get away with that Ogre Seal Totem. But it's not enough, and now miCKe is silenced, brought up into the air, pops his Satanic, can't really get many right clicks up. Nice avalanche with the right clicks from Jim Park. 4 dead. And Beastcoast owning it up now. That was a really well orchestrated fight from them. Looks like they're gonna lose yet another, so it's a full team wipe, and now they can go high ground. Triple kill for DarkMago.
Yeah, and I mean, this to me is just classic Beastcoast late game. They're so good at team fighting. You know, Sacred hitting the big arena, Scofield, multiple avalanche tossbacks. Very good positioning all around from Beastcoast in the late game. Like, this is how this team wins games, is they take an honest fight against you.
And they're going to get Megas. Liquid are going to hold on as long as they can to try to defend against these eventual Megas. But still, 16 seconds away from the SF to come back. And already a tier 4 on extremely low HP, but Beastcoast taking this very disciplined approach. We talked about how important this game is for them. And they're going to get the global silence off. Nisha does get off the uproar. And the Aghanim Scepter is popped by the Timber as Parker jumps in with the BKB, trying to apply as much pressure as he can. Gets the bash strike onto Zai. Has to go to the low ground because he doesn't have an Aegis or anything like that. But he's going to get pursued a little bit by Nisha, but he's in the tree line. He cannot find him. Gets off the onslaught, though. This is basically the one hero they really need to kill, but that's a dieback for Nisha. Stinger attempting to get out. The Requiem will cancel the TP.
He has 5
He's going to get cleaned up relatively easily. Yeah, that's true.
Not a Requiem that you want to see.
Hey, it did its job, though.
Feared
Cancel
for
that
like
TP.
0.5 seconds.
And it'll be left to them and them alone. So MKB is backpacked for the Aegis against that Clockwork, I assume is what you were referring to.
And Primal, yeah, both of them.
What do you think of this Martyr's Plate item? You have to hold that thought.
People seem to like it.
Okay, that's a feed. That's feed number 1 from Beastcoast. You can talk about Martyr's Plate now.
It's very exciting.
Never mind, they're still gonna fight. Nullifier applied. Oh, Zai, he's gonna get gone on now, but DarkMago thinking better of it. There's the initiation from Sacred. Pops the BKB, gets the Mars Arena off. Only gonna block up a lot of people. Okay, that's the Aegis. That's number 1, Mr. Jenkins. Can they get him a second time, though? Will blink out, trying to get out Zai. He does get that kill in the end. There's the global science to stop the Pulverize in its tracks. No buyback for Zai at all. DarkMago is completely out of mana. As Nullify applied to Boxi. Won't be able to use that Yule's or the Ghost Scepter anymore. I know it's a 2 for 2. Very segregated fight as miCKe on the outskirts. Has to try to save iNSaNiA, but that's going to be a triple kill for Mago instead. iNSaNiA did have buyback, as that is a Rapier now on miCKe. They do have to be a bit careful. You can see Parker really wants to fight this. The Satanic's going to get miCKe back to full HP. And they can see the Rapier now in tow, but the Hurricane Pike used. Look at the damage applied to miCKe. He's at half HP now. No more Satanic to use. Trying to get this Timbersaw kill at the very least. He's going to be able to get it in the end. And Jim Park, he's going to get feared for the time being, but the Bash Meld comes through. Looks like iNSaNiA will be able to pick up the Rapier if he really wants. He's going to go for the kill instead, as Jim Park does fall. He did not have the Rapier, though. iNSaNiA, surely you will pick this up. Surely iNSaNiA. Okay, miCKe, he's going to take it for himself instead after buying back. It's now a 1v3. The buyback from Jim Park came into tow.
The creeps are ending right now, dude.
Yeah, that's going to probably be it. As the fortification came out, miCKe just getting kited horribly. As finally the GGs come out and Beastcoast get the much-needed win. Which, again, Liquid fighting as if that mattered at all for them. But, I mean, it's good to see that they're still trying as hard as they can.
I actually, like I said, I respect them trying a Beastcoast style draft